this is Riki and me, and today we're back with another video. As you have probably guessed, maybe by reading the title of this video, we're doing the second part to harness training, and obviously if there's a part 1, there should be a part 2, maybe part 3, 4, and oh my god. Well, hopefully there's not too many parts, and today's video is going to be more about today we are learning as well. So last video Riki was sort of familiar with things, but this video we are sort of a beginner level again. And just before we start, make sure you have got all your treats ready. So today Riki will be having some apple, some raisins, a bit of raisins, not too much because they contain a lot of sugar, some sunflower seeds, and maybe a bit of cucumber. Yes? And today we're focusing on touching your bird's body, around the body, to make sure that the harness was so your bird felt okay with the harness being on their body. And so there's a few things that I want to tell you, the few things that might help you during this process, and that have helped me. So without further ado, we shall start today's video. Riki is in a very good mood today. He is very active, and just before we start, it's very good to do a little start activity. You've probably done them in school, like let's take maths, and you do a few questions that you know that might be a bit tricky. So you start off. So if you haven't watched our last video, there's going to be a little eye thing up here somewhere. There's also going to be it's going to be in the description, and it's going to be at the end of the video. So obviously there's a lot of things, and if you haven't seen the first part, then go and check it out. And yeah, so we'll start out with our first some simple things that Riki already knows, to then work out through some tricky ones. Yes? Can you repeat, and let's go. So this is our harness. As you can see, it's all tangled up. For those who don't know yet, and you probably, or you planning to get your bird a harness, then this is what it looks like. You see? So very simple. Just a quick thing about the harness. We got it on eBay. It was about £15, and Riki is still, we got it ages ago. Riki still hasn't worn it because during summer he had a molting, and it was a very big molting, not a few feathers, but most of the feathers have fallen out, and so we're starting again. And if you haven't seen the previous video, Riki actually put his head through it now, so he's very good with that. But it's obviously better to start. So you just recap the things that you've already done. So what we're going to do is open the loop, make sure it's the size where your bird is a bit familiar with, so make it a bit smaller. So this is the body loop, this is the head one, and so we're going to make sure that the bird puts its head through. Okay, it's going to take a while. String is in there, so just the head loop, just make sure that the head thing is down there, and so yeah, let's start. So you show the bird the seed, you put this thing, go on, put your head through, come on, come on. Your bird obviously will try biting it, and biting your hand maybe. Well, that's what Riki does, come on. There we go, come on, one more time. Well, there we go. So it obviously starts with a little bit of a beak in there, so he puts his beak in, and then slowly he'll put his head through. He's just a bit scared because I moved his cage, as you might see, because it was before by the window, and then put your head through. No, don't bite me. There we go. As you can see, you put his head through. I hope you did see that. So now we can make the loop a bit smaller. Where is it? So let's make it a little bit smaller, about this size, and see if you put his head through now. Come on, yes, you can hold it. There we go, he did it. Make sure to give a bird some time while it eats its treat, and then you can, when it's finished, you can give it. There we go. So as you can see, there is some progress. He literally puts his whole neck through and he makes it longer. And yeah, so you can work a little bit more on that. Well, if your bird is still doesn't trust the harness, you can obviously work more on that. But now what we are going to do is, your bird should be familiar with putting its head through a loop that is a bit small. So if you make an okay thing, and then you just do this for one, and yes. So it will take your bird some time, but what it should do is it should put its head through, and if my bird likes when you have his little scratches at the back of his neck. He's a bit scared right now, but it depends where he is. And if we're filming a like different kind of video, he loves head scratches during Instagram lives and that kind of things. But so you sit down. You want to treat, I know. So what you can do, oh my god, Ricky, make a hand this shape and put your bird here. Oh, come on, walk. No, you don't touch. Okay. So, you know, your bird should feel a bit comfortable with you, although it might not be 100% comfortable. About 60% it would be fine. So just put your hand. And yeah, I know that some people have been asking me how to train a bird to be able to scratch it. If that makes sense. So what I started to do was I touched its beak, I gave it seed, and while it was like doing his seed things, I just slowly touched his head. So yeah, that's how I did it. Make sure your birdie has a little break, and Ricky is going to have a little break right now. Let me put this thing a bit lower. So there we go. And a little story time. It's from my Instagram. I got this on DMs about a few times before, and so people started to ask me, oh, I want to get a bird and I don't know what to do with it. And so they asked me how to tame it. They asked me many questions. I was so happy to answer them. I was thinking that, oh my god, people are buying birds. It's awesome. Birds are going to have a new family. And some people, it worked out for them, but for others, unfortunately, it didn't. And so they text me back a few months later saying, oh, it didn't work out. The bird was very bad. So people say the fact that the bird was actually the one who, so basically the bird was the reason why they sold them. But if you think about it, it's actually, you can't have a bad pet, you can have a bad owner. And so it's very sad when people say, oh, the bird was bad, so I had to sell it, it didn't work out, and that kind of things. So guys, if you think that if you buy a bird and it doesn't work as you have planned, well, just never say that it was the bird's fault, the pet's fault, because it obviously was your fault with the amount of knowledge that you had, with the amount maybe patience that you had, because every single animal can be tamed with some time, maybe a year, maybe 2, maybe a month, maybe a week. So yeah, so back to our training. Let me put this tripod a bit back so you can see. And what we're going to do is, so we're going to do this thing to make sure that the bird puts his head free. Ricky? No, yeah, go on. I don't know what he's trying to do. Okay. So that's how it works. So kids, I am 8 and 9 and I'm in school right, well, It's weekends right now, but yes, I do go to school. And I have heard a lot of teachers saying that the skills that we learn in school, not the actual like math skills or English skills or that kind of skills, but the other skills that we learn in school, for example, repeating something over and over to remember, will help you in life. And you know, I'm doing this right now, and I was thinking, you know, this is actually helping me right now. Repeating things that you have already done. Well, not me, but my bird, Riki. No biting. Riki. So repeating the things that we have already done has made the bird feel more comfortable with the thing that he's doing now. And with more progress, with more trying, there's going to be more progress. So, you see, school isn't actually that bad. Now we're going to go upstairs where we have a big mirror because Riki feels comfortable when I do some trainings and there's a mirror. And we'll move there and we'll do some more trainings together. And yeah. Okay, sweetie. Come on, look at me. Look at me. What? Yes? Yes? Yes! Who's my pretty boy? So guys, so the learning objective was the learning objective to this video was to be able to start with a little starter, because birds like that and everyone likes that. It's a human animal thing, and it really does help, especially if you do the tricks that your bird already does know, and then you just walk on them. Oh my god. The other one is to practice the things and make sure the progress is going well, and slowly learn a new thing and make sure you give a lot of love to your little fluffy face.